Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. To begin, I'm going to go in with my Hydra Soothing Gel as a primer mixed in with the Glam Glow Starter. And I'm just going to mix that together as a primer. Next, I'll be taking my eyebrow pencil. I'm using the Makeup Revolutions eyebrow pencil just to fill in my eyebrows. So I filled in my eyebrows and I used a concealer to clean up all the edges to make sure it's very nice and sharp, like a nice clean cut. And next I will be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer just to prime my eyelids to get us ready for the eyeshadow. A good primer is always needed. So we are going to be serving looks, baby. I am going to be using the chocolate and the Warrior palette by Juvia's. And going in, I'm just going to go in with the chocolate palette. And I will be using a flat, fluffy brush to get my starting transition shade. And I'm going to be using the lower left two eyeshadows. And using that really as a nice blend and transition shade for the look, to start off the look with. Next, I'll be using this pointy, fluffy brush. I will be using that brush and going in with the Hosi. And I'm just going to use it as a really nice dark color for our lids, just to create that nice shadowing effect on our eyelids. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth with the same brush for our Hosi and the first two transitioning shades, just to really blend it out so it's not too dark on the eyes, but it's dark enough to create that nice shadow effect, but not dark enough to look unblended. Because at the end of the day, we want a nice, seamless, flawless blending effect look. And I think taking time in this part to really blend out the dark shadow really makes everything come out perfectly well. So if you're not able to know when your blending is enough, you want it to look seamless, this is a perfect example. I'm done with my blending and I'm going to be going in and just highlighting my my upper lid where the right before my brows. I'm using that color. I believe it is Amina, just to really give it a nice highlight, but not too much that like it's like way different from my skin tone. But everything is also, you have to make sure everything is in moderation, just enough to give my eyebrows a little pop, pop, boom, pop, lock. Going in with my Fenty palette, I'm going to be using that gold color and just look at the instant change. Like the gold just pops the look like immediately, and that's basically what you want. You want that wow factor, that boom, bam, pop, like, and it's giving me all that. And that's just with our eyeshadow in our inner lids and middle lids. And what I like to do, I start really bold on the corners and the inner lids, and I let it feather off at the end, and then kind of go back in with those blending transition shades and with the dark blending transition shades, and really bring it in at the end so it's not like a immediate cutoff as soon as we're done with the sparkly part of the eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with a nice matte tone color just to go over that shimmer for our brow lids, for the brow bone, just to cover it up so it's not too shimmery. I don't like I like a nice little matte but like still glowing effect. So I went ahead and I put on some eyeliner and my mascara. And then in the next scene, you would see me, I put my lashes off camera, so you will not see me put on my lashes. But I think lashes make a huge effect on whatever eyeshadow or your look in general. And I also went back and I added some more shimmer eyeshadow and just went on and tooshed everything up and just made sure everything was well blended. And I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Poreless Primer just to cover my pores. Next, for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Becca Aqua Luminous Foundation in the color Dark Golden, and I will be mixing that with Java from the Maybelline Fit Me. And just, oh, look at the drops. looks actually really cool, except the last one messed up. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and spray some rose water on this just to really hydrate the skin and just to make sure everything blends together, because we are using two different foundations. So I'm just going in with my brush and I'm just making sure I get all any spots. I'm making sure I blend everything really nice and smooth, making sure it's very even. You can see no streaks or anything like that. And just really working the foundation into my skin tone. I also made sure I got my neck. For my concealers, I'm going to be using the ColourPop and also the Maybelline Infallible Pro Concealers. I will put the shades in the description box below. And I'm just making sure I got my under eye. I'm putting some on my nose. And I'm also going to do like the tree for the forehead. Because you know how you connect the nose to like your forehead. So like I look up. Oh, I made like a mini tree, I guess you could say that. But yeah, and then I'm putting some under my chinny chin chin. And I'm just going to go ahead and just blend that out. Oh, we forgot the other one. Oops, sorry. So yeah, so I'm just putting it in the same exact spots again. Going in with the same brush I used for my foundation, I am going to be blending out my concealer and just making sure it blends in with my foundation on the ends. So I started off with my chin, then I did my forehead, and just really want to make sure everything is bright, but it's not like way too light compared to like your regular skin tone. And I went ahead and I just did that. I will be using some powder to blend it out, so it doesn't have to be too perfect. So I use powder just underneath my eyes, and just to really make it look very matted out and not too shiny. I also went ahead and I used the powder on the rest of the areas where I did place concealers, and I am going very light because, to be honest with you, I'm not really going anywhere. So if it was a situation where I'm going out for like several hours, I will quote unquote bake, as they say. But yeah, so just make it very nice, light, and neutral. I am going in with Addy from the Saharan palette, part 1. This is the part 1 blush palette. And I'm just using it as a contour all over my nose and my cheeks, just on the contour cheekbones. And I'm also putting some on my forehead. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just really blend that all out and together, so it gives my face like nice dark contours. Obviously, because it's a contour. And then I went in with a smaller brush and dipped it into Addy again. And I just really blended out my nose so it has that really slim effect. Next, I am going in with Tahoe in the part 2 blush palette. And I'm just applying that all over my cheeks and just building it. I like to build on the blush so it doesn't get too pinkish. I don't like when it's too pinkish, but if you blend it out, if you start light, it will go perfectly together. Then next, I use the Highlight Zoba, and I place that on top of my cheeks just so it can get that really nice highlighting color. Honestly, I didn't use a lot because I felt like the primer, the glow starter, really made my skin glow already, and I didn't want it to be like too much shimmer. So, but definitely it is your preference. And I also placed some on my nose. And that's it with the highlight and contour and blush. Next, I will be using my favorite lip liner of all time. It is the Kiko Milano lip liner in 321. And I just love it because it's similar to the MAC and Chestnut. And then I will be applying also the Kiko lipstick. This is the name of it is called Smart. I'm just applying it all over my lips. And then I went in with the MAC Play Your Star Right Holiday Collection for my lips because I didn't like the way the lipstick made it too dark. So I wanted a nice light effect that was like a nice pinkish tone. So adding that to it, I just blended it all out and kept mixing my lips and do some pluckering, pop, pop. So after using the pink, I went ahead and I used my Fenty lip gloss. I will put the shade color. Whatever I don't put in the video, I will put in the description box below. And I just went in and used that as a nice like transitioning, making everything blend out together well. Because the pink lip gloss, it's more pigmented than like translucent. So the Fenty really helped everything just mesh well. Make sure you comment down below and let me know if you like a glossy or a matte finish lip. So this is the look, guys. I will be back and unfold my curls, and we are going to get this party started. I just wanted to say thank you so much. Thank you for the love, the appreciation, and the support. And we are here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. And I really hope you guys enjoy this look. Let me know if there's something else you want me to do. If there's a brand you want me to try out. If there's anything. I'm down. Like, I'm down for it all. I'm with it all. I'm with it all. Like, I am with it all. Okay?